She's got like a feeding tube thing going on.
Yeah. Is the clamp unclamped?
It's not working. Okay, hang on. Put your hands behind your back. Okay. Yeah.
Why are both of y'all right?
You're under arrest for abandonment.
I'm under arrest for abandonment?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who did I abandon?
All of your
All
children.
3 children.
I left them with their dad.
No, you didn't.
You were doing my hair test, you stupid.
Bro, what the hell are you doing? Did you just kick an officer?
I sure did.
Okay, well now it's felony.
That's fine with me.
Sick. Okay.
Are you f***ing serious? Mom! Mom! Why would you do this? Look what you're doing to my kids! Look what you're doing to my
No,
kids!
stop.
No!
Fight.
No!
Stop resisting.
No, Mom!
Welcome to EJV BODYCAM. On January 10th, 2025, police responded to a call after a woman dropped off her 3 children, including a disabled infant, on someone's doorstep and quickly drove away.
So, what is the circumstances with her dropping off the kiddos here?
So I haven't spoke with Zaya since May?
Okay.
She's dropped the kids off at their dad's job. He took them back to her. They did a wellness check. She chased him in traffic. I saw this on video chat. She chased him in traffic with the kid. I don't know if the kids were in the car. She chased him in traffic, went and got the kids, and I'm asleep. He said somebody's banging at your door.
Yeah, I was sitting in the room. She was literally falling asleep, and I heard like a consistent knocking.
Like, it
and I was
didn't
like,
stop.
okay. And I was like, somebody's knocking at the door. So we both got up, and she went to the window right here and was like, she seen who it was and was like, you're not supposed to be here.
And she's like backing away. Tell your brother to come get the kids. Takes off running and backs out the
Literally
entire.
pulls off, speeding
She didn't
out.
drive at all. She backed out the entire parking lot and then sped off.
She never went in here?
Never came in, no.
Where were the kids at?
Sitting on my front porch.
Right in front of the door.
The children, including infants in car seats with bags, were left at the doorstep without notice or prior arrangement. The woman sped off without entering the house. The woman's relative stated that the mother refused further contact and said, "Stop calling me with this," when informed of the situation.
As soon as we opened the
That
door,
bags,
3
they
of us
have
sitting-
bags and all 3 of them in car seats. I called the mom and she said she gotta get up at work. She gotta.
Okay, we're just gonna be so real.
Yeah, her auntie's on the phone.
She's
Their
not
auntie's on the phone. Their blood auntie's on the phone. But I did call the mom, and she's like, stop calling me with this. If you called the police, good job. I gotta get up at work. Gotta get up at 4:30 to go to work.
So let me get this straight. So, because I and the kids haven't been here in like a year. However, they have stayed here in the past. My main concern is just that the kids are safe, right? Like, obviously, you probably don't want them to be here.
It's not that I don't want them. I have to look out for myself.
No, I hear you. Did she say anything else about what her plan was?
No, she said she didn't. She literally said, "Call your brother," and took off running. That's literally it.
That's crazy.
Okay, officer.
Yeah.
I want to say this now.
Can you guys go?
And I do not get along.
At all.
If she knows her kids are at my house, she may come on some ignorant BS.
I believe they're gonna come here on April.
I'm coming to get
I'm
them,
on
baby.
probation. I don't got time.
I'm coming to get them. Those are my niece and nephew. Those are my brother's kids. I'm their blood auntie.
Okay.
I'm coming to get them kids. Because Samantha, she's not trying to go to jail behind them children.
Sure.
She's not supposed to have any contact with Kazaya. I will come and get them.
What's your ETA, do you think, to get here?
I am exactly 28 minutes away from Sponsor, so 28 minutes or less.
They're okay until she gets here. I just wanted to cover my own ass.
Okay.
I don't
Perfect. Thank you.
Perfect. You know what happened? We were at Mariposa for a welfare check earlier. Christ. No, the
The
mom.
dad dropped them off at the grandma's house. She went and got the kids from her.
Let's remember, Dad was at
I was on the phone the whole time.
So here's the plan, okay? So we're gonna call Grandma real quick to find out more information about the kids. I know Auntie's coming to come get them. Ultimately, like that's what we care about, the kids' safety. We're gonna write a thing up about this, and then we're gonna forward it to CPS, okay?
Okay, I think a CPS call has already been made.
Okay. Well, there's gonna be another one because
Yeah, it
it's leaving the kids out here and running away is not cool. Thank God you guys allowed them to, get some.
I wasn't gonna leave them outside.
So I have 2 windows right here. I could see her out of this window, and I opened it, and I'm like, I wear glasses, I'm squinting, and I hear her say, call your brother. I look down, and I could see the kids in the bags on my porch.
Officers initiated a CPS report due to child endangerment. A 10-month-old child was among those abandoned and required a feeding tube. Fire department was called to check the infant's medical status. The grandmother refused to provide identifying information but agreed to come retrieve the children.
Hello, this is Officer Boyle with the Federal Way Police Department. So we're here with your grandbabies, and we're trying to get this all situation sorted out. Situation is the kids were left at their auntie's house, correct? The youngest one, the one that's sleeping, the one that has the cleft lip, and they had the baby. She has a feeding tube, correct? So our concern right now is that she needs to be fed. When do you know when the last time that she was fed?
I don't think we need to get CPS to take kids right now because Auntie's coming to get them. But it's just the mom is tripping out. You can't be doing that. I tried to call her several times, and she's allegedly on her way to Oregon. That's what she said earlier when we went to Mariposa.
I don't mean to interrupt you. I want to make sure that the little baby is medically okay. And then how often does she need to be fed during via the feeding tube?
Fed on the feeding tube every 3 hours.
When's the last time you ate?
1:45.
So my God.
Coming right up on it.
Why are you not grabbing the mother's information?
Oh, my partners are grabbing all that. So this is my portion of the investigation.
What are you investigating, sir? That the children was dropped off with their auntie?
It sounds like your daughter dropped the kids off over here and then took off. So he was supposed to have the kids, then he dropped them off. Your daughter came, picked them up, and then dropped them off over here. Well, so she's not here taking care of her kids right now. So that is our number one concern. And so you're not able to come pick up the grandbabies, but you're able to go to work. So if you're not going to give me your information, I'll let you get ready for work. And then if another unknown number calls, just know that's the Federal Way Police Department trying to get a hold of you, okay? We don't know Grandma's name. We don't know.
She's not giving up any information?
No, ma'am. So we have fire coming out to check on little one.
Okay.
To make sure that
Yes.
baby is okay for the feeding tube. Okay. So that's our number one priority, is make sure the kids are okay. Health-wise and everything like that.
Okay.
Where are the other 2 kids? Do they need medical attention or anything like that? They're okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. Because Officer Boyle with the Federal Way Police Department, just to let you know, I have my body camera on. What's going on tonight? Are you able to come pick the kids up? Perfect. We need you to come pick the kids up at the auntie's house, okay? Okay, perfect. Well, you'll see multiple police officer cars just pull up, and we will talk to you outside, and then we'll get the kids in your possession, okay? Okay, so Grandma refused to give me her name or anything like that, but she was willing to talk on the phone with me. She was able to get a hold of Mom, is at home, and she said that she's willing to come pick the kids up. So I told her to come pick the kids up as soon as possible, and she said she's about 5-10 minutes out.
Okay, we're gonna talk to her.
Yeah. 100%. I didn't give her any information over the phone. I just wanted to get her on location.
Perfect.
So
I don't know if I'm comfortable with that now. No, after what she did.
No, Grandma's not coming. She is, but we're going to place her under arrest for a child abandonment. So she will not be coming inside. Myself and another officer are going to wait out there for her. Officer Palmer is going to finish the recorded statement with you, okay?
Officers planned to arrest the mother upon arrival. The children's father arrived and said the mother dropped the kids at his job unannounced, then left. He later took them to their grandmother's, not realizing she wasn't a relative.
309, and the father just arrived on scene.
Why did she drop these folks off here?
What's the deal? What's going on? What's up? What did she say to you? What did she do?
She didn't say anything. I got a call from Tomasa saying that my kids are here.
Yeah.
And I left the kids at their grandma's. But she's not even our relative.
Right.
And like she said, they have a case. Why she brought them here, I have no idea.
Got it.
We just had a conversation.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, me and you.
We just had a conversation.
Absolutely.
I was waiting for her to get to the house.
Okay.
I was at work. She comes to my job.
Okay.
Drops the kids off and walks out. I have bags, car seat outside of my vehicle.
So she just dropped off the kids.
Just dropped off the kids, walked out the door.
Are you guys separated?
Yes. So I go to her house.
Okay.
I have a key to her house.
Right. And then that's where you saw us, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
I'm at the house.
Okay.
I'm like, yo, you need to come get the kids.
Yeah.
Blase. I don't know if she was coming, whatnot. I went to her mom's house, their grandma's house. I left the kids there.
What did grandma say?
The grandma, I didn't talk to the grandma. She was there with the kids.
Okay. So I'm just trying to figure out how it got to this situation.
I have no,
okay, no worries. If I do see her, mom though, she's gonna be placed under arrest, okay? For abandonment. Do you know where she could be right now?
I have no idea.
Hello, this is Officer Vestry. This is Kazaya. Hey, we're real quick, just to let you know, you're on speaker and my body cam is recording our conversation. Are you aware of that?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't even care.
You don't care? Okay. Can you tell me, like, what happened? Like, what's the deal? Like, what?
Their dad is supposed to have them, and I'm really at the point where, like, I just don't understand why everyone wants to force me to be a parent and not call their dad. They're supposed to have them.
Okay. So dad was at work, correct?
Yes, Dad was at work. Dad said he didn't get off until 11. I dropped the kids off right before he got off of work. That's what pissed him off. Instead of waiting until he got off at 11,
okay.
I dropped them off early.
So can you tell me about, like, why you dropped off the kids here at Glen Park Apartments?
Because that's where he said he was going.
Who was going?
So I dropped him off, and I told her to call her brother.
Okay, but, like, can you tell me the circumstances around that? Because, like, I was told here that you just left the kids on the front porch and then you took off.
I did, because he said that's where he was going to be.
Oh.
So when she said that he wasn't there, I said, you're lying, because he said he was here.
Okay,
and so I left. Because like I said, that's what he said he was going to be. I left my kids back out with where his dad said they were going to be. That's their auntie. So either way, that's your family member. So take the and call your brother to come pick up his kids if he's not here then. I'm not about to keep playing these big ass, childish ass games.
Okay, yeah, but here's the thing though, like, your kids, you can't just abandon your kids outside and knock on the door and then run away. Especially the 10-month-old who
I
like
didn't
needs
run
to.
away. She was at the door. The door was open. I didn't just leave them.
Right.
I was talking to her. We had a whole conversation.
Okay, hang on. So here's the thing, right? Like, you have custody of the children, correct?
When contacted by police, the mother said she dropped the kids off because she deserves a break and believed the father should be responsible for them during his scheduled time.
No, we split the custody. We have 50-50.
Sure, but are you going to work or something? Like, what's the deal?
Yes, I have a job.
Where?
I deserve a break. He hasn't even got them. None of the days are his.
Okay, hang on.
So I dropped him off on the days that were his.
Okay, but when they called you, they advised me that you were at home after you dropped off the kids.
Yes, I went back home. I start work at 7. They've been there since 3 o'clock. They've been there way longer than that.
Okay.
I didn't drop them off until 3:50. Them kids been there for damn near 2 hours before you guys even called my mom.
Okay. And what's your ETA here?
That's 5 minutes. I got gas. Car's gonna cut off. Has anyone tried to call their dad to come get them?
Yeah, we'll facilitate that. We'll try and get that working, but we gotta. This is like pretty serious, right? I mean, like, can't just like drop off your kids at like people's houses.
I just like someone needs to call their dad. Like I don't like, man. I'm just so mad. Like, this is ridiculous to me. Like, I can't even get a break. I can't even get my days that we had.
The feeding tube on the baby wasn't working properly. Fire personnel were trying to address it.
All right, well, just let you know, the fire department is here and they're working on feeding your 10-month-old because the feeding tube isn't working. And so, like, that's like a whole other issue here that we're trying to make sure that these kids are taken care of.
Is the clamp unclamped?
So we're like I said, we're trying to make sure these kids are taken care of, right? That's like the whole issue here. Like, nobody knows about the whole like feeding thing. Like, this is why it's very like alarming that like you would just leave your kids here and leave. So anyways, I'll talk to you more when you get here, and then we'll go from there.
So they're in there Dad's trying to get the pump primed and all that stuff.
She's got like a feeding tube thing going on.
Yeah, is the clamp unclamped?
It's not working. Okay, hang on. Put your hands behind your back. Okay.
The situation was considered serious due to health risks. The mother was arrested for child abandonment and for driving with a suspended license.
Why are both of y'all arrested?
You're under arrest for abandonment.
I'm under arrest for abandonment?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who did I abandon?
All of your children.
I left them with their dad.
No, you didn't.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
I left them with their family members and I'm going to jail for abandonment?
Yep, you're going to go.
Whoa, hold the no,
So,
I need to call my mom first.
so-
Day shift is taking who? Their dad's here and you're telling me he can't do the clamp problem?
Also, you're suspended or revoked 3rd degree, so you're also arrested for.
Suspended in the 3rd degree?
Yeah, you're unable to drive. So.
What the what about
You
my
want our
car?
left or right? Right side.
So who's gonna park my car?
Let's do what's it called real
Whoa, what the okay.
quick. Spread your feet.
That's fine.
All right. Since you got
Cool, 'cause
drugs.
my mom will bail me out tomorrow. I'm not. This is crazy.
You're gonna be in jail until Monday. It's the weekend.
What do you mean Monday?
Yeah. It's the weekend.
You have anything on
There's no court tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Friday. Yes.
It's today is Friday.
I have work. So that's why you guys had me come here.
Well, Dad's here, and the baby is in dire need to go to the hospital right now.
What do you mean that I just fed her? What are you talking about? There is no dying need of nothing.
Well, that's what the fire department said. All good? Nothing?
No, you're lying. I have her feeding thing right on my schedule. You guys are lying. No, you guys are not about to sit here and make it seem like I didn't feed my child.
All right, so Dad, why don't you hang back with me for a second? We got Mom in custody, all right? We don't need any interaction between you two, all right? It's already been a stressful night for you guys. Let's try to limit all that, all right?
Yo!
My mom will bail me out like your mom, you punk ass.
Up in the car. Put your feet in there.
Yeah, it's okay. And I will get my kids back.
Put your feet in the car, please.
Let's just limit all this, all right? I appreciate it.
I'm gonna beat her ass.
I know. I appreciate you guys.
That in front of the police.
I appreciate.
I will beat your ass. Shut up. Come on.
During the arrest, she became physically aggressive, kicking an officer and earning an assault charge.
Get in the car, please.
You were doing my handshake, you stupid.
Whoa! What the hell are you doing? Did you just kick an officer?
I sure did.
Okay, well now it's a felony.
That's fine with me.
Sick. Okay.
Dude, you're being hella aggressive to me for no reason. You're gonna push me in the car like that. I don't care.
You good?
Yep. She's fine. Yep. I didn't hit her that hard. I pushed her off of me.
Okay.
Like I said, she was being aggressive towards me.
Nope, trying to get you in the car. You can't be kicking officers.
I was getting in the car. She had my cuffs. You guys are being ridiculous.
You know we have body cam.
I'm supposed to get in. Yes, and you can see she had my cuffs. Like I said, how am I going to get in the car? You have my
Oh,
cuffs.
you can't be kicking cops like that.
That's fine. She has no reason to be aggressive towards me. I've not been mean or aggressive towards nobody. So be towards it to me, get towards it. You have no reason, like I said, to be aggressive towards me.
I just kept the family inside because things were getting heated. They were kind of amping each other up. So.
You have the right to remain
My mom
silent.
come pick up my car.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you can.
My mom.
Hang on. Can she let her read
I
her?
want to ask a question first. I've been
Your car's
asking
getting
to talk
towed.
to you guys for 2 minutes.
Your
and
car's getting towed.
To where?
It's been impounded.
I don't know.
Why is it impounded?
Because you're
When I
suspended.
can have somebody come pick up
You're
my
suspended
car.
third, so you're not able to drive, and you drove here, so now it's getting towed.
Do you understand your rights? Are you willing to talk to us? Yes or no?
No, I want to talk about my kids.
Okay. But do you know your rights
You
though?
guys called me here to get
Okay.
pick up
All
my
right.
kids.
So ask her questions. Whatever she blurts out is whatever. Step up car.
I didn't drop them off by themselves. Like, come on, man. I don't understand if I really neglected these kids. I dropped him off. And they sat here alive until he wasn't, man. charged because you would have lied and say I wasn't there. You weren't there.
You're under arrest for abandonment, 3rd degree, and assault for a police officer.
Assault 3 other police officers.
Yep, it's a felony,
Neglect.
and you'll be going to the King County Jail.
Okay.
Okay, you can start now going over your side of the story, what exactly happened.
Well, from the beginning, me and Maurice have 4 days on, 4 days off. I have them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I drop them off. Thursday at daycare, Maurice is supposed to pick them up Thursday afternoon. These last few weeks, he hasn't been picking them up. So I told him today I was dropping them off, like it wasn't a conversation. So he was like, well, I don't get off until 11. So I was like, perfect. So I packed up all my kids' clothes for 5 days with extra outfits. For them food, I did everything like I normally do, and I dropped them off at his job. But the only difference this time is I dropped them off early. So he gets mad. And he was like, well, you need to come back to the house to pick up your kids. I said, I'm not coming to pick them up. So we get into a verbal exchange, argument. He said that he was leaving the kids there at the house. So I called the police and asked them to go check my house to see if they were there with my kids. At first, the officer couldn't get up there. They called me back. They asked me if I can come to the house and get to the kids. I said, well, I'm on the freeway to Portland. And I really was. I was leaving Seattle. And I said, well, it's going to take me time to get back. So I stopped the car because I was in Lakewood. I stopped. And I waited and I waited. I just smoked me a blunt. That's how long I waited. The officer calls me back and was like, well, we can't get inside your apartment. Do you have a family member? I said, no, I don't have nobody who can get to my apartment. He goes back after I tell him my kids' ages. He goes back, he knocks on the door, and Maurice is there with the kids. He has the kids. So I go back on the freeway and I start headed back to Portland. So when I'm on my way back, my mom starts blowing up my phone. She was like, your kids are at my front door. I said, what do you mean my kids are at your front door? She said, Maurice left these kids here with nothing but a jacket on. And I said, are you serious? And she was like, yes. So I have to turn all the way back around and my kids are outside. So I said, dude, you're playing. I'm gonna drop these kids off at your godmom's house. Like, these are your dates. I go to his godmom's house, no one answers the door. So then I go on Snapchat and Facebook, he's over at Tomas's house. So I go over there and I drop the kids off at Tomas's house. Yes, I unpacked them out of the car, I put them in front of the door, and I knocked at the door and I stood there. First thing Tomasa does, she comes down the stairs, that window that is right there, she opens it. She was like, Keziah, you can't leave your kids here. I said, I know your brother's here, because Maurice parked. Okay, let me go back. There's 2 ways to get to her house. There's the back way you can go when you go around the roundabout. That's the way that I came. I came around the roundabouts in the back, and Maurice's car was parked on the side of the street. So I said, you need to tell your brother to come downstairs and grab his kids. So she was like, you need to come grab your kids. I said, your brother's up there. So then she comes downstairs, she opens up the front door, and she's like, you need to grab your kid. And so I was like, no, I'm not grabbing. So the first thing she does, she grabs Kiara. So then when she grabs Kiara, I hop in my car and I drive off. Mind you, actually I didn't drive off. I was actually still in the apartment building. I never left. I was still there even when the other officers pulled up and everybody was calling me. I was watching everything. And then, how I know, Maurice comes outside and goes around the gate. I'm literally watching all of this. And then now everyone's calling me, saying that I need to come get Kiara. She's having medical problems. But when I drop Kiara off, and her medical thing tells you, she was eating. It has the timestamps and everything on her last feed. When I dropped her off, she was eating. So they're saying that I didn't feed her and it was child neglect. No. And I dropped them off with clothes, shoes, and everything. And I made sure she grabbed them before I pulled up. I watched this.
In her defense, the mother stated they had a custody agreement for days on off and that she dropped off the kids early at the father's job with proper supplies. However, communication broke down, leading to the incident. Let's jump into the next case, where officers respond to a domestic disturbance involving a woman threatening her mother and fleeing with a toddler. Upon arrival, the woman becomes combative and emotional, refusing to hand over the child and blaming her mother.
I got her.
Mom, I'm not letting go. No.
Let go.
Mom, why the f would you do this?
Let the child.
Why the f would you do this?
Stop.
No, let go of me right now.
You have a child in your arms and you're acting like this?
Look
Are you
what she's
serious?
doing. She did this.
This is not helping the situation.
Mom, are you serious right now?
Stop.
Mom, are you serious? Give me the baby. No, I'm not.
Give me the baby.
No, I'm not giving you him. Mom, are you serious? Are you f***ing serious? Mom! Mom! Why would you do this? Look what you're doing to my kid! Look what you're doing to my
No,
kid!
stop.
No!
Fight.
No!
Stop resisting.
No, Mom!
The daughter accuses her mother of instigating the situation, repeatedly yelling, "I hate you," and resists arrest while holding her child.
Mom! Mom! Look what you're doing to my kid! I hate you. I hate you.
You got her?
I'm gonna f you up. I'm gonna f you up. I'm gonna f you up.
21.
Hold on, let me just turn my. No. I can have my phone!
While being detained, the woman pleads with officers to let her write down a number before her phone dies. Officers read her Miranda rights and explained she had a warrant and is now being charged with obstruction.
Guys, write down some numbers before my phone dies.
We may have local.
Can you write down the number before my phone dies? Hello, can you write down somebody's number before my phone dies?
You want us to do you favors when you're acting like this?
Okay, I will get up. Can you please just write down a number before my phone dies?
Okay, be advised this time you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be used against you in court of law. You have the right to have an attorney present during any time being questioned. If you're not afforded, one will be appointed to represent you. Do you understand that? It's a yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to roll you over. Your right
Stand me
side.
up. No, just stand me up front. I can go on my feet. Look.
Stand you up front.
Can I get somebody's phone
Okay,
number
so-
out of there before my phone dies?
What's going on between you and your mom?
Bro, this is what she does. This is what she do. I was cooking dinner. She came and you just started with me. This is what she do. Y'all know this. I hate that. I hate her. I literally hate that.
What do you want, Matt?
Yes, please just write down his number.
Back up.
Go to done. Hit done. Right there. And then Jesse's, please. Like, y'all know this is what she do. Like, y'all know I've been doing good.
don't know what she's doing.
Y'all know I've been doing good for years. This is bullshit.
You don't run.
No, this is bullshit.
With us. You're running with a child.
How's she doing this? Because all she wants is my kid, bro.
All you had to do was stop.
No, wait, so I can go to jail? So I can go to jail?
I don't even know what you would have done.
Bro,
Don't talk to
nothing.
anybody. We know there was a potential scuffle between you and your mom. That's all we knew.
Jesse, hit info right there. It says right there, Jesse, hit info. So what am I being arrested for?
You have a warrant. Now you're obstructing. You have a warrant. Took off running when I pulled up and said, "Abby, stop."
Because
you
this
took
is
off.
bullshit. This is bullshit. I hate her. Like, I hate her. I literally hate her, guys. Like, I've been doing good. Like, this is bullshit.
I know. We haven't dealt with you in a long time.
Okay, so why are y'all treating me like this? Like,
Took
it's
off
not
running
funny.
with a child in your
I was
hand.
jogging. I can run with
Well,
my kid.
I wouldn't tell you to stop.
He said Abby.
Yeah, and you looked right at me.
You said Abby. You didn't say stop right away.
Oh, I said, "Abby, stop," and
You
then
said-
that's when you took off. So
Ain't
I mean, if
nothing
that's
in
your
there.
story, go ahead.
There ain't nothing in there. Just some phones. Can we? So if I cooperate, can we not do another obstruction, please? Like if I cooperate, can we not do that? Like, I don't want to be charged. I just want to be.
The daughter emotionally explains her story that she moved back in with her mom to save money, but constant emotional abuse triggered this outburst. She admits to having a warrant for a missed court date while she was hospitalized for mental health. She explains the custody dispute, insisting she has rights to her child and claims her mother called the police simply to get her in trouble. She details how a misunderstanding over a prior disorderly conduct charge violated probation.
At this point, like, this shit is annoying. I hate her so much.
What even happened?
Bro, I was just in there
fucking dinner and she just came and started on me.
Okay,
All she does is just call me a piece of shit, call me worthless, just reminds me of my past. It's been very mentally exhausting. It's just getting old. Like, I'm just tired of it. Like, I moved back here to save up money because I've had my 3-bedroom house for 3 years now. And like, it just got tiring being a single mom. I have to pay all the bills and everything. So I moved back with my mom to save money, and it's just been nothing but hell. Like, I just been trying to get help.
So she's calling you. You're in there cooking. She calls you names.
Yes.
It obviously sets you off. Okay, just let me talk for a second. And from there,
I left.
What does anything physically happen? Is she gonna have any injuries? Is she gonna tell me you hit her or anything like that?
Nothing like that. I just was banging on the door like, open the door and let me get my kids. She's like, no, you're not taking them nowhere. And I said, I have custody of my kids. Like, you can't tell me what I can and cannot do with my kids. Like, at all. And then she's like, if you try taking them, I'm going to call the police. And so that's when she called y'all.
Why did you decide to want to take off?
Because she's so annoying. I'm just sick of it. Like, I fucking hate her. Like, I hate her. And I'm not going to lie. Like, I have a warrant in Barberton right now. Just,
we were notified of that.
I'm sure you were. Like,
well, no, dispatch found you. We obviously
yeah,
know who you are.
and like I was gonna go. Been saving
What
up
do you
money.
have a warrant for in Barberton?
Because I was in the hospital. I went into the psych ward at Sunrise Vista in Canton, and I was supposed to have court. And I went in there like I didn't know I had court because it was like so soon, and I didn't see the court. I didn't get the paper in the mail yet.
Okay.
So when I went in there, I guess I had court, and I have a doctor's excuse and everything, like for me missing court and everything.
What's the charge in relation to?
Well, so when I had an OBI, and then they told me, when they sentenced me, they told me, like, if you catch any, like, just don't catch any charges in the next 2 years. I was like, okay. Like, I didn't know that means I was on probation or anything. So they're like, if you catch any charges, you'll be in trouble. I didn't know that. And so I got a disorderly conduct because the person that was living with me put her hands on me. And so I called the police, and then they came, and I was recording them and stuff because they were like, she was like trying to make it seem like it was my fault, so I was recording. So they took me into jail for, I think, disorderly conduct. And yeah, I think that's it. And then that was, I guess, a probation violation. I didn't even know I was on probation. They told me not to get in trouble for 2 years. And then, yeah.
All right. You want to take that, you can take her, and I'll take this back to...
The mother told officers she had her daughter's car repossessed after her daughter, who had no license and a DUI history, kept taking it. She accuses her daughter of sending violent threats via text and being emotionally abusive. According to the mother, the daughter returned, broke in, grabbed her child, and fled.
Go down to my cousin.
Hello.
You can come in.
Alright. He was arrested on a warrant and obstructing because you were infamous. But I wanted to come over and find out what was going on that originally brought us here.
Yeah, so they... It's okay, now he's scared. It's okay, he's not gonna hurt you, baby. He's okay. Say hi. Say hi. Give him knuckles. Give him 5. Can you give him 5?
Big
Yeah,
five?
he's a good guy. So she moved in here because she lost her place up there, and she's been driving without a license for like a long time, but she bullies me and takes my car. So I said I'm not paying for it anymore, so I had it repossessed. I'm just like, I'm just done. So I told her nicely, I said they're coming to get the car tonight, and we'll just figure something else out. And she just like flipped shit and was like, I have all these messages saying she's gonna beat my ass and she hopes I die, and like I've done nothing but help her whole entire life, and I'm tired of it, you know. So I've been trying to protect him and try to keep the peace. She just does whatever she wants to do. And
Is that the keys that were in one of the bags? Were they to the car?
No. Did you find anything else in the bags?
No.
That's a shocker. She takes off. The guy was coming. She takes off, drives, leaves, says she's leaving. And I said, just come back. Like, there's a simple solution to this, you know? Like, I can't pay for the car. You can't pay for... I bought the car for her, okay? Like, when she had a license. And then she got a DUI, like her second one. I can't pay for the car, you know, and I can't pay for, I have 2 cars. I have my own car, and then I had another car. And so I just said I'm going to return it, and she just went crazy, like.
So what do you mean she went crazy? Like just started yelling, or did it become physical?
Well, she left. She just took off because she's like, I'm taking the car. They're not going to get it.
Okay.
And then it was all texting stuff, you know.
Okay.
Like, and then I said, just bring the car back. You know, he's here waiting. So she was coming back to get him to leave. You know, she's like, well, I already called my case because we have I called Children's Services on her several months ago because of her drinking.
So she left with the car originally and then came back to get him?
So she left. So then she came back. I had the door locked because she doesn't have keys. And then she was kicking it in. And then I let her in. And she got my phone because I was talking to the cops because I knew if she came in, she was going to punch me. And I didn't want him to see all that. So I just let her in. And then she took my phone and threw it out in the yard. And then she grabbed him and went in her bedroom and packed up some stuff, and they went out the front door. And then I was out there gathering up the stuff that was laying in the yard.
Okay.
And I was just kind of watching where she was going because she has friends down the road, and I didn't want her to go in there and hide, you know.
Okay.
I was just watching her. And then I saw you guys coming, so I went to get him. And I don't know why all of this is like this, because it was nothing. You know, like there was nothing. And I don't want him to get taken from us, from her. Well, I don't care about her. Like, I'm done with her. Like, so I mean, like, I have messages where she's threatening me.
The things that she's that she's saying in there. Do you want to pursue criminal charges for menacing?
I mean, she lives there, so
domestic?
like, I just hate to keep more charges on her, but then it's just she's gonna come back here and just keep doing that.
So when she left with the car the first time, she was sending text messages. Is
Yeah,
that right?
well, she was like, I mean, if you want me to go through the whole thing.
Or how long has this been going on for today?
I got home at like 5:30 because the guy was coming at 6.
Okay.
So,
did he just leave with the car? I saw a tow truck leaving with the car. Okay.
he was waiting here because she was like, God, I hate your guts. I wish you would just die already. Get my son dressed, we're leaving. I said, no, you're not. Yes, I am, I promise you. I said, we can go get my aunt's car and I can drive that for a while. I said, bring the car here now. I'm going to call the police. I'll beat your ass. I said, I'm not doing this to hurt you, Abby. I don't understand why I cannot pay for the car. We can't have a car if we don't pay for it. That's stealing. Like, that's what I'm trying to get into her head. Now, the thing is, you paid me, she paid me $700 at the beginning of the month. I had to move her home, run a U-Haul, all this other stuff, okay? And then she's like, I'm literally going to beat the living out of you. I'm going to up. If I come back there without Auntie's car right now, I'm going to up. I literally will beat the brakes off of you. I'm about to you up. I'm out. I'm leaving town.
Is that something that's common for her to do, to say?
Do you know her?
Yeah, but I'm asking.
Yeah, I mean, that she tells me about every day.
Right.
I mean, so. I mean, I don't know. Could I just think about it for tonight?
There'll be a report already made, though. Just so you know, it'll just depend on what we do with it. But you can give us a call. I'm here till 6 in the morning, and we can figure out what we're going to do with it. Okay?
Thank you.
All right.
The mother was afraid the situation might escalate and didn't want the child exposed to potential violence. The mother shares threatening messages from her daughter, stating she frequently receives such messages and feels unsafe. She expresses concern for her grandson's safety but is hesitant to press further charges. The officer explains that even if the mother doesn't press charges now, a report will be filed and she can decide later. The mother agrees to think about it. The daughter was officially charged with obstruction and menacing. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more intense real-life bodycam encounters only here on EJV BODYCAM.